what life was like. I wanted to go to a really remote one, the rural part of the country where no tourists go. So I was walking today and I found someone and he said, hey, I'm Berber, I live in a rural village, why don't you join me? So we made it to the village. What's the name of the village again?
Ait Zeggane.
Ait Zeggane?
Yes, Ait Zeggane.
Ait Zeggane. We're gonna check out what life is like in the village of Ait Zeggane. These are kids that just came out of school, I think, right? How old are these kids? Like,
they are all under 17. That's my father.
that's your father?
Yeah.
What kind of work does he do?
He does a lot of construction things and now welding, the welders, I think.
All of these are modern style Berber houses. The doors, the windows, those are definitely modern 21st century kind of windows and doors. We got another even more modern house over there. Who lives over there?
Now it's empty because the owner is traveling to France.
Why has there been so much construction the past 10 years? Is it just because like the village is developing?
Most of the villages traveled outside of Morocco.
And
that's one
money
of the big reasons
for
them to build all of this. Some are traveling to Spain,
Yeah.
Italy, France, Germany, some to United States. I don't know what else. Netherlands, there is one.
So Europe and America, basically.
Exactly, yeah.
So look at this, guys. 10 years ago, all of these houses were either a lot smaller or they weren't there at all. The village was a lot smaller, but just because they brought money in.
Some are not here at all, like this one here in front of us.
This one over here?
Yeah.
Okay. So they built that recently?
Yes, recently.
So you were saying maybe 10 or 20 years ago this village was poor, but now because money's coming in, now it's like middle,
because
upper middle
people
class.
tried to make their lives better.
Yeah.
Because it was sucks before.
Really?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And now they are traveling outside of Morocco, made it much better.
When was there a road here 10 years ago, or when did they build the road? Because right now the road's pretty good. We came
the
in
road
yesterday.
was here like
Maybe 2004 or something, or
no. This road was like less than 3 years.
3 years ago?
2 years, yeah. 2020.
So before, how did people get here?
Travel in a
Like a horse?
there are cars.
Oh, I
but
see.
There are specific times if you want to travel.
I see.
Monday in the morning, Wednesday, and Friday when there is a public market in Alnif, 22 kilometers away from here. Things are becoming better now.
Wow.
Not like before. That's going to cost like 60 to $70,000.
And how many bedrooms does it
build it.
have? Oh, to build it.
I think there is 1, 2, 3, and the living room and the kitchen, the bathroom, and also the stairs above there.
And there's a big terrace over there.
Yeah, that's if you to go outside for like a balcony.
And there's a garage too. This is a garage.
Yeah.
And how long does it take to make this house? Does it take like a year or two or 10 years?
A year or so.
That's it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because if you have enough money, you can build it fast. If not, it's going to take a lot. This is different.
So this house over here is like an unfinished house, but it's being...
What I told you about, if you have enough money, you're going to this one built before this one, and now this one is finished, and this one not, because this family is very poor. That's why it took so much time for them to finish it.
And what salary here is considered poor? Like how many dollars per month or dirham?
Per month?
Like for a poor family?
Per month, let me see. Like $200, $250.
And do you pay taxes on that or no? No taxes.
You have to pay tax. No, for this one, no. But when you go to do some papers or anything, there are taxes to pay there.
So
If you are
$200
just
per month.
a simple worker, you get like 250 or so. But if you're working like a master or something,
Yeah.
you get higher salary, like twice 400 or so.
That's good. And with $400, you can live a good life in the village.
Yeah.
Another family kitty cat over here. I grabbed some water, but not in a traditional water bottle. We're gonna grab it.
Hopefully they fill it. No, this one is purified natural.
Oh, from like the wells.
Yeah, it's natural and you're not afraid of anything to happen to you.
Okay. So right now we're actually getting water that's come straight from the mountains and the wells, and they put it inside these mud-based pots over here that insulate the water, that keep it cool. So we're gonna try some of this water out.
No, that is outside. The water is cold. Just drink it slowly. It's really cold, yeah.
Whoa, it tastes different. Why does it taste different? Is it because there's...
Because of this one as well. Purifies water. Naturally.
Well, okay.
Not like if you put them in the glass or a plastic pot or something.
So you can just go to anyone's house and drink water like that?
Not every house, because some of them are putting those outside of the house in case someone came and didn't have water to drink. Just they drink it there.
So is there a reason you made your house more modern? Do people here like the modern house better because it's more comfortable? Or do they prefer, or is it just like more affordable to make it that way? Or
We changed this to be a little bit modern because it's stronger.
it's stronger?
Also
Okay.
safer. Not
Yeah.
like, to keep the house warm. That's why we changed the door to the metal one,
Yeah.
the iron one, not the wood one, because of the rains. The rain is going to make the wood, cold. The traditional houses needs to be taken care of most of the times.
Right.
If it rains, we'll have to keep, fixing them all the time. This is the gate.
So right here, guys, in every village, my friend was telling me that there's a small castle, and there's a history behind the castles. Maybe 100, 200 years ago, people
Yes.
used to live in this castle to protect themselves from enemies and
That's
warriors.
the flag I talked to you about.
This is the official Berber flag
Amazia.
on both sides, Amizia flag of the castle. But we're gonna go inside and check it out. Every night in this village, a lot of the men, they come out just to hang out, and they come here at night. Look at this
gate as
big
well.
door over here. This big
This
gate.
is the Amazia symbol.
Oh, nice.
In Tamazigh we call it Aza.
Haza.
Aza means Z.
What does this symbol mean? I think she was explaining
This
yesterday.
represents the Amazigh people.
Every night in the village, a lot of the locals, the local men, they come out and hang out here. You see the carpet over here where they would sit down, eat some good barbecued Moroccan chicken, talk, share stories about life, make fun of each other, gossip a little bit, even men gossip, women gossip more, but you know how it is. Men also got to gossip sometimes. And this is the castle. So the history behind this castle is that I think maybe 100, 200 years ago, the locals in this village, they lived in this castle. There's all these different rooms people would live in. Families would live in small rooms. And the reason they would live in this castle is to protect themselves from other kind of tribes or people coming in trying to invade the village. And this castle is perched on a hill, so if there were any enemies or any bad people trying to invade their village, they could see from the top of the hill people coming up, and then people would get their arms, get ready to fight.
This one's good. Here is this one.
Does someone live here?
No.
Oh yeah, no one can
See how
live
it
here.
is? On the inside, everything is made natural.
This is adobe or mud or something?
This is mud,
This is mud.
and the wall is 50 centimeter thick.
Right. How do they build the walls though? It must have taken a long time if it's that
of course,
thick.
it takes so much sun.
Whoa.
To hit your head.
Look at this doorway.
Now that there is, sense, the door looks like they are, small. It's because there are a lot of sands, and dirt and everything.
But before this, the floor was actually way down.
Yeah. This one is like less than 40 years or so. But this one, I think it's gonna be older.
Like 200 years old. Let's pick it
Oh,
up.
it's not going to be 200. I like.
Wow. Like 100.
Maybe 40 or so. 40 years old as well too.
So people lived here 40 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. When did they move out? Was it like 10, 20 years ago or?
The last one moved out like in the later 90s. But before, us, we moved in 82.
Oh, moved out, you guys.
Yeah, in 82. Before that, every house here are still, inside this castle.
There's no houses outside the castle.
Yes.
Everyone lived here.
Yeah.
So, like an entire family would sleep on the ground here?
Yes.
Eat like mother, father, son,
Yeah.
daughter, cat, dog.
There are rooms. You see down the stairs, how they go.
Yeah.
We used to play in these houses before it collapsed, jumping from a house to another, from a roof to another. Yeah.
But it's really warm inside here. That's what I like about these thick walls. It's really warm.
Exactly. Yeah.
And when it's cold outside, it's warm. When it's hot outside, it's cold, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Is it the thicker you make the wall, the more insulated it gets?
Yeah.
And even though this is Berber style windows, right? Like really
Yes.
small.
These are the main streets. This one and the other one from the other side of the school, and the other one is from here. Others are smaller. There is like an insider law just for the village. Has nothing to do with the government law.
Okay.
We have our own because this is what Ait Zeggane does before this law enforcement came. So we have our own according to our area and our circumstances. And it varies from a village to another.
Whoa. So how is like
Each place can rule its village by its rules.
and Morocco government's okay with that?
Of course.
They say you can live your own way.
Yeah. And sometimes when it's about the government papers and everything like that, or the court or anything, police departments and everything, we go according to the law. Okay? But our law is just for our own, village. And also, if one of us did something wrong according to our rules here, the sheikh, or amgar we call him, have to give a penalty to that guy who did that by inviting a member, like a number of people to his house to feed them. And also he can even pay some money as a penalty.
Like,
Why he
wow.
did something wrong goes against our rules.
Like the feeding thing. So if I commit a crime, they could say people come to my house and I have to feed them?
It depends on what you did. Not a crime to kill someone. If you kill someone or do something very, very wrong,
That's Moroccan government.
now it goes to the Moroccan government.
Yeah.
But before, we just we're not going to kill you or anything, but you have to leave this village permanently. And it's just like killing you mentally,
Yeah.
psychologically. How long it's going to take for you to make new friends and people, you know, if they know you that you kill someone in the other village, they won't give you as much respect as you deserve.
Yeah. Okay.
They will just look at you as a bad person, and they will not ever trust you. So you'll just be stranger everywhere you go. If you steal or something, they will also punish you, but it varies from a village to
steal,
another,
yeah.
Like to pay something or punish you with there is no hitting or anything to harm you in your body or anything like that, but they just play with your brain
Wow.
by punishing you like that. Just tell you to get out. Look for some other place to stay. You and your family, not just you. Just get out, leave.
Oh, your family too.
Your family too, because you're just like a shame for all of them.
This right here is the entrance to the village, and they built some palm trees just to make it look more inviting, more welcoming.
Exactly.
Otherwise, without the palm trees, it's just arid desert everywhere.
And we're trying to make it as green as we can.
Yeah, welcoming. Do you think that when the village is modernizing, the culture is being lost too? Or do you think you're keeping the culture still here?
The culture is there,
Still here.
yeah, because we still have our own traditional things. No matter how, you know, long or how life gets, you know, older and everything like that, we just keep our own traditions. It survives no matter what situation and circumstances we go through. Now the schools are modern. The first ones that I studied were just made of mud. And now I think everything, you know, is renewed to be modern.
So you're saying everything's modernizing because there's just more money?
Yeah, exactly.
Because people work in France, Europe?
No, this made by the government. Before, we built them for ourselves. Just for, you know, the kids to find a place to study.
Yeah. So now the government's investing more in villages, right? Because now there's roads and things like that. What grades is this? Well, how old are the children?
From 1 to 6.
And then after that, they go to...
The 7th grade, they'll have to move to Alnif, to the other place.
That's a
other
school
town.
bus.
Yeah, by the school bus, yeah.
Okay. That right there is the main highway that connects this village to the other villages nearby. You don't have that many cars or trucks because it's pretty remote, but every once in a while you'll see one or two, like that one over there.
We call this Turza.
Turza?
Turza, yeah.
Is it for just for eating or?
No, it's not for eating. There is like milk inside of it, but this one, some of the people can use it for some kind of infections.
Do people actually sleep here? Like outside here?
Some live outside of the houses. Yes, they do. They sleep outside in the summer, especially in the summer when it's hot inside. They just get out, take your like a blanket or something to put when you're on the ground, and that's all.
Are there scorpions out here?
Yes, in the summer, yes, and snakes as well. But snakes are rarely you can see them.
And how do they look like? Are they big or small? Or?
Some of them are like 5, 6 to 7 centimeters.
So pretty big.
Both of them are poisonous, venomous, you know.
So if you get stung, you could die.
No, you're not going to die. For as an adult, you have like a strong immune system, and that's kind of protect you from But for the small kids, if you didn't, act fast, maybe you're going to lose them.
What happens to your body? Like, if you get bitten as an adult, do you get sick, or like, I know you won't die. But...
Yes, you're going to be sick, like you have a fever or something, and your the place when you get stung, hand or the shoulder or the foot or the legs are going to hurt you so much for like 24 hours.
Entire hand?
Entire hand. You're going to see some like purple spots because of the venomous. Yeah, the venom.
And do they have medicine for that now in hospitals, or just?
No.
I think the nurse was saying just to for the side effect.
Yeah, the side effects like this, and it hurts a lot. I have experienced that before.
What's the pain like? Is it like someone stabbing you? Like hurts a lot? Like you're gonna cry?
Of course, tears are coming out from your eyes, and it's just like as a reaction, you're going just to start moving the parts when you get some, like you want to throw the venomous from your finger or your hand, but you can't.
So we're trying to get a camel spider. Apparently there's camel spiders in this hole over here. Do they bite?
Yes, if it gets threatened.
Is it poisonous if they bite you?
Nah.
A little bit?
A little bit. I think this one is a little bit bigger.
Oh, they sleep inside?
Yeah.
The one thing I don't get about the Sahara Desert is that everywhere I go, even in the middle of nowhere, I still have 4G internet service here. That is huge.
It's cool. There was once when a nomad brought his sheep from Al south of Morocco, just to release them here and eat grass and everything. But those sheep that he brought don't know what kind of herbs are going from this area. There is one of the herbs that's not good for sheep. If we took ours to this place, they will avoid that kind of herbs exactly. Like they already knew that it's not good.
Yeah.
But those that he brought didn't know anything about them. So most of them, like 150 or so, died of his sheep. I don't know exactly when, but it's like 4 years ago or so.
Oh, so this is the skeleton
Yeah, skeleton
of the sheep. The teeth over there, the jaw, the head.
The plants are not good for this sheep. It's poisonous.
Let's go check it out.
Another one over there. Most of them are more than 150 sheep died.
You have the vertebrae over here of the sheep. You have the head, the limbs, the legs, the arms, all different body parts of the skeleton. So over here, we have all the trees where the dates come out of.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna try to see if we can get one date from the tree. It's gonna be hard.
It's not time for that, but I think there will be some left. Maybe, I'm not sure, but there is a season when they take off all the dates from the tree.
How does that happen? So one guy climbs?
There is another one here.
Yeah.
If we can go there, or that's another one.
Okay, yeah.
Still on the palm tree.
And whose land is this? Is it the village land? Like
No, it has his owner. Yeah, and this one is for us, but there are parts for my ankles too.
how do you know how do you know whose it is? Is there like a marker on the tree?
Yeah, not on the tree, but we put like a rock between yours and mine. Separates between this and that.
Okay.
Like that one there,
Yeah.
But that's not a mark. It's just for the pipe where the water came out from.
I see. And you buy trees, or like how do you get a tree, or is the village just say?
There are people who are buying them, or you can take off one of those and just put it in somewhere else here. Like if you like this kind of dates, because they are different, not the same.
Per tree?
Yeah.
Whoa.
This one, it's going to look like a red one, but the other one is green. Or this one is smaller and the other one is bigger.
So someone told me that like there hasn't been that much rain the past 4 or 5 years.
Exactly, yes.
So like how does that affect the date trees? Does that mean that the date trees don't grow that much, or?
Yeah, they don't grow, and some of the palm trees do not even like give the, I don't know how to say it, but it's like this one. If you give the dates last year,
Yeah.
this year it won't, because of the there is no water. This is because of no rains in the past years. Now they are dying.
Oh, okay, it's not green anymore.
Yes.
How much do one of these trees cost? Like if someone buys it, like if someone sold it to me now?
This one?
Yeah, like a good tree with dates.
It depends on what dates they are going to sell to you.
Got it.
There is an expensive kind. For 1 kilo, it's $10 for you to understand exactly the price. And some is just like $2 or so.
Oh, I see.
And some 3, 4. But the expensive one is $10 above. Like those trees,
Yeah,
that's the kind that I'm talking about. $10 above.
the good ones. Okay.
Yeah. Very expensive. The one that we call here Merzouga.
Good morning. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning right now, and I just woke up. This is the room. There was no bed, so they put a few of these mats for me, 1, 2 over here, and they gave me a few blankets because at night it's really cold. Even though we're not in the Sahara proper anymore, we're in a village a little bit out of the Sahara, it still gets cold at night, about 30, 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So right now we're gonna have a Berber style breakfast with dates right here. I've never had dates for breakfast, but a lot of sugar, a lot of sweetness. We got this date, like maybe date oil of dates.
Like that, like a jam.
Like
from dates.
we got a jam of dates over here. We got some kind of olive oil that's naturally gotten from like the fields around the area, and even the dates are from this village and from like a nearby area, from like a nearby farm somewhere. So it's not imported from another country or even from the closest city nearby. It's right from the village. And then every breakfast here in Morocco, you got the Moroccan mint tea over here. You got some milk over here, and you got, this is more tea over here, right? Yeah. And then you got some glasses to pour it in. So pretty simple breakfast, but a lot of high calories, sweet, sugary, a lot of energy, carbohydrates. So it's good for your body for breakfast. And usually, given the jobs a lot of Berbers and just Moroccan families have in the villages, you need that high energy in the morning to keep going, So right now we're cooking the omelet over here. Look at that. That looks good. So I've noticed that for breakfast, a lot of Berbers in the villages, they eat omelets. And it's not just a regular American style omelet. They have their own twist to it. They put tomatoes, they put cumin, they put some other spices, and they call it a Berber omelet. So we got the chef, the master chef in making right now. Look at that. Crack it open.
Rice.
And that's...
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Alhamdulillah. Whoops. And this is his mother right here. And she's the master chef of all the bread over here. How often do you make bread? Does your family make bread?
Every day.
Every day. Oh, wow. This is huge. So every day she makes bread from her hands too.
بزاف تعرف شوي
Speak English.
تشرحي تمازيغ
Just Amazigh.
أشكو
That's how I'm speaking.
إذا خدت مازيغ تخيط رحت مازيغ
You're born here and grew up here. I didn't go to travel somewhere else. Just even I traveled somewhere else. Just Arabic is just a little bit. Even I travel to the cities, I don't speak in Arabic. Just Amazigh.
How does she get around if in the cities they don't speak Berber, right?
No, she goes with us or with my parent, with my father, or a member of our family, like my uncle
Yeah.
from her side or my side.
Oh, I see.
If there is a chance, to go to visit her sisters, that's how she travels to the other places.
Got it.
Or she wants to go to, to renew her papers like the ID or. She does not have any passport because she has never traveled somewhere else.
Really soft. Are dates supposed to be soft?
No, this one was taken before, but we put it in the fridge not to.
Whoa, it is sweet.
It's natural.
This over here is these dates,
From those, yeah.
but steamed overnight, and then the jam comes out.
It's boiled.
It's boiled, okay, and this comes out.
And it's natural. You know exactly that nothing else is added to it.
How long does it take to make this? Like, this must take a long time because each one of these you have to crush it and boil it, right?
It takes like I think شحال الوقت باش تديرو.
هو شوي سلوسان ديوط لا تنقدرش تنجر نعطس تنجر
In some like one of those.
Yeah.
Both there.
Oh, I see. So it must take a long time.
Yeah.
ايوا تسفتات سكتت الغربان خلاص فهمت
2 days ما شاء الله.
ايوا تقدر تدي غادي تنقا أكثر
Wow.
حتى تلقى هاد الزيئات يا انت
Boil until it looks like honey.
ما تعرف تفهمش كي عرفتها العسل
This one is not going to harm you at all or do anything in your stomach.
اش ولا ودات تيجي من شاط ببالك تتزرين
Unlike those other gems.
الناس حلا الناس حلا ما يجي تهجمتها
Wow.
So other doctors who knew exactly the benefits of this kind of.
So what I'll do right now is I'll give you all a house tour of where I'm staying and what a Berber house looks like in a village. One thing I was really surprised about is that the houses in this Berber village are really big. Usually when you think of a village, you think of small houses, small stores, but everything here is big. Here's where I'm staying. They put a mat here just so I can put my stuff down. Got my towel, my electronics. This is my bed over here. Got a nice view from the window. Let's open up the window over here. Look at that. Let's continue our house tour right here. This room has been constructed. So Tik is actually, he's a construction worker, so he's making his own house, but it's been constructed. This will be a living room for the second floor, another living room. This is the door to go out here into the main terrace of the house. What we're gonna do is we're gonna walk maybe in the bathroom, and I'll show you guys the bathroom I'm using. This house and this village over here is a mix of modern and traditional. They're trying to make it a more modern way just because they think it's more comfortable and maybe to have tourists in the future. So let's look at this over here. We got the shower over here. Yes, we have hot water, ladies and gentlemen. I like that. And you got a light over here. Boom. We're gonna walk.
Let's go upstairs.
Let's go upstairs. Whew. Right now, we're gonna go upstairs and see what the rest of the house looks like. Let's go. This is for water storage. Boom. This is the terrace. I was wrong. I thought the terrace was downstairs.
There are 6 boys and 3 girls, but the girls married now and they are in their husbands' houses.
Oh, so they're your sisters.
Uh,
And the other boys, they're your brothers.
yeah, are here. So all of them are single, not yet married.
Oh, and they all have their own room, right?
We can share rooms according to the circumstances.
Yeah.
And most of the time we are traveling or studying.
Oh, working somewhere else.
Yes.
And this house was built, you made this house more modern like a year or two ago? Like all of these, like this looks pretty new over
Yeah,
here.
it took some time to build this house. I think we started in 2000. 2013, 14, like that.
Like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And we're outside the house right now. And I wanted to see where the bread is made. So we're in the small hut over here and we're going to go in. And his mom actually makes the bread right in this oven. Inside this oven over here. It's a traditional Berber style oven. And she makes the bread on the rocks, right?
Exactly.
Like she puts the dough,
Yeah.
she kind of puts the dough on the rocks over here. And that's why on the bottom of the bread, there's
See
that,
those holes, this
there's
one
like some small holes. And why do they put it on rocks?
to
To make it
because-
hot?
Yeah, to make it hot and cook quickly without burning it. Okay.
No. 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 Whoa. How does a cat survive in the Sahara Desert? Because I see cats all the way in the desert by themselves.
They have to like
Find some
merge with the weather and everything.
Mm.
They find place to stay.
This is more Moroccan modern
A
style.
little bit modern, yeah.
But like usually the Berbers sit on the ground. Do they like lay down on the ground or just like sit like
They sit
kind of like cross-legged?
on the against the wall and just
Sit against the
there are
wall.
tables.
So yes, like this.
You're
taller than
her.
Step one.
خير ذات شي يعطوني
ماشي دا ماشي
هلا طبتك شويه طبتك
ماشي
Step
دا
one.
ستة.
All right, guys, this is step one. Just throw it on yourself. This camera, right?
او داوت
Ah
او
yes, it's perfect. Don't worry about that.
Okay, so like this. This is step two. You gotta kind of wrap it around your head, like this.
هذه الادرار تشتغل
Three.
بلاش
دقيقة استاذ بديت تونزا.
You gotta step three is you gotta wrap it around like that.
والله انتهت
All right.
So you are
Not too
tall.
Oh yeah. Step four is you gotta put it over your head
زايد تزيد شوي
and kind of go like this. And then step five is to bring it down.
يعني تسلي
It's called tahrid.
Teru.
Tahrid.
Okay, and it's Berber.
A Berber traditional clothes. Yeah.
It's called teru. Teru. Okay.
Tahrid.
Now it's time for dinner. It's about 8:30 at night. Moroccans usually have dinner a little late. Tagine right here. Like, check this out.
طاجين
It looks amazing. We got carrots, potatoes, beef, lamb, some kind of stew inside there, and some other vegetables. So really healthy meal. No oil, no fats, no chemicals. And then over here we got some bread. Look at that.
Oh.
Dinner is served. Anyways, I'm gonna put down my camera and enjoy the food. So that's the end of our adventure in the Berber village. We learned a lot about generosity, culture, and had some really good food. With that being said, I'm going to head out of the village and head to the closest city called Alnif, over here, Alnif. But to get there, there's no commercial transportation, so I got to wait for a car to pick us up on this long road and go all the way down there. Until next video.